Hey everyone, welcome to Tony for You, the 14th. I mean, just Tony for You. The Raidou Kuzunoha, the Mystery of the Soulless Army Remaster has been out for a while now, and I finally think I'm ready to talk about it. Atlus was kind enough to provide me an early copy of the game, and seeing as how I absolutely adore the Raidou series, I was ecstatic to get my hands on the remaster. After having played it, I absolutely loved the game. I have a lot to say about it, but this video will be completely spoiler-free for anyone who is still on the fence, but for those who just needed that last little push, please play the game. After you watch this video in full, of course. For those who want a little bit more of a detailed explanation, I'll be going over the new editions of the game and my thoughts on everything, while only showing off the first few episodes of the narrative. Without any further ado, let's unravel the mystery of the Soulless Army and talk about the new Raidou Remaster. You play as Raidou Kuzunoha the 14th, the fated protector of the capital. Starting the game with your main character just having finished off years and years of training to become the protector the world needs. Already, this gives your character all the motivation he needs to save the day. Unlike most other RPGs where duty is thrust upon an unwilling individual, Raidou is a stoic and driven person that would give his very life to save the innocent people of this world. Having trained his entire life to subdue the demonic threat from the natural world, the game will ask you what your true name is. Despite this, it's no longer important to the ones who trained you as well as yourself, as you take on the mantle of Raidou Kuzunoha, fated protector of the capital. You serve Yatagarasu, the guiding god in Shinto mythology, and the ones holding back the demonic threat from the lives of average humans. I can't stress enough how cool this intro is. Playing as a highly capable individual with duty and reason to go through hell is such a powerful narrative tool. Only one other Shin Megami Tensei game has been able to pull this off, being SMT's Strange Journey on the DS, and now Raidou Kuzunoha. No fighting the story at every turn, like most other JRPG main characters. You know what you must do, and that's solve this mystery and crack some demonic skulls while you're at it. And when I say capable, I mean it. The game shows right from the very jump how different and unique you are compared to any other Raidou Kuzunoha candidate. The training halls strewn with blood, the lost souls wandering around offering advice and communicating with you as you go along. And the music. Oh, the music in this game really sets the atmosphere perfectly. It's not as much of a toe tapper as many other SMT games, or Persona for that matter, but it fits the tone of every area perfectly. When the demonic threat presents itself, you have to take up your sword. And now's a great time to segue into the gameplay changes this remaster introduces. The new additions to the game, thanks to the remaster, make the game about 5 million times better. For those who don't know, in Raidou 1, you could not do these things. Recall demons, summon 2 demons at once, dodge. Yeah, that's right, the first Raidou game did not let you dodge roll at all. Now you might be thinking, wouldn't that make the game almost unplayable? Well, the answer to that would be yes. Absolutely yes. In fact, the only reason why I thought Raidou 2 was so much better than Raidou 1 is just because of the small quality of life improvements it added. It wasn't that the narrative was better, the music was better, the characters were better. No, in fact, both games are quite on par when it comes to those aspects. But just those 3 things, recalling demons, dodging, and summoning 2 demons at once, made the game so much better. Both games are fantastic, and I genuinely hope they remake the second one as well. But I would be lying if I didn't admit the first game was in desperate need of a remaster. In the past, I've questioned Atlus's picks on what games to remaster in their old catalog, but this one was definitely a hit. This might also open up the door for Atlus to remake other PS2 classic games, like Digital Devil Saga, a series not many people have played, which is a real shame. I would even go so far as to say every single PS2 Atlus game was an absolute classic. The story, characters, music, art direction, and atmosphere are all top-notch in every single one of the games. But playing them? Let's just say newcomers to the series might not be able to handle it. As for Raidou 1, it's definitely worth your time, but I wouldn't blame you for dropping it after a while. As for Raidou Remastered, I'd say it's one of the few remakes Atlus has done that has genuinely improved upon the base game in every single way. The visuals remain faithful to the charms of a PS2 game, but in high resolution and high frame rate. This game carries over the demon loyalty system that was popularized in the Devil Summoner Soul Hackers game, but in a much less annoying way. In most other Shin Megami Tensei games, you usually have your favorite demons that serve their specific roles and you don't really deviate from them that much. only really upgrading when you feel like you absolutely have to. At least, I do it that way. To incentivize using many demons, this game has the demon loyalty system. Every single new demon you get has a loyalty bar. Filling it up, either by using them in battle or by giving them gifts, allows them to uncover a hidden skill that they have. This makes them not only useful in the moment, but also able to carry over that skill onto the next demon you fuse with. On top of that, the more loyalty you gain across all your demons allows you to get a new title from the Yatagarasu. The more demons swear loyalty to you, the better it is for Yatagarasu. So they reward you by giving you more storage for demons. But I was mostly just excited to see what they would call me next. Prodigy, Legendary Kuzunoha. All flavor, I know, but still cool nonetheless. Being incentivized to use every single demon you come across really makes you feel like you're using an army. A soul-full army against the soulless army, I guess. If you didn't notice already, Raidou Kuzunoha isn't quite like a traditional Shin Megami Tensei game. I am one that enjoys turn-based combat, but the impact of a demon party member can be hard to quantify in a pure numbers game like a Shin Megami Tensei 5. In a real-time battle game like Raidou, building a team that automatically casts the optimal spells is extremely important, and seeing the battles go by easier as you upgrade your party is amazing. The AI is honestly quite good at optimally casting heals, buffs, and the skills enemies are weak to. Getting a demon that looks powerful and seeing the battles fly by, or meticulously crafting the perfect support demon to shoot Raidou's damage through the roof just feels so great. The game is pretty much the embodiment of a plan coming together, and the feeling only gets better the further along into the narrative you get. Speaking of going through the narrative, this game isn't quite as linear as the original was. While there were side quests in the original Raidou Kuzunoha, they were, in typical PS2 JRPG fashion, very hard to understand. Not only are these side quests, called case files, now fully marked on the map, but there are also tons more of them now. A lot of them in the original were pretty much just after a certain point in the narrative, go back to a place you may or may not ever go back to before and talk to a random NPC for no reason. Riveting. Now, however, they will unlock tons of new stuff for you, like new demons to fuse, great consumables, great character development, and last but not least, the Mahjong minigame. That's right, it's back. I absolutely love Riichi Mahjong, so I had a ton of fun with this, and if you don't know how to play it, just give it a try. It's more simple than you think. The voice acting is, on the whole, pretty good. Some standouts are Tei Takemi having a wonderfully fun and bubbly voice, Narumi having a laid-back, chill, yet professional vibe, and every order of demon being voiced adds a lot of character to the otherwise mostly silent demons. Sadly, Raidou's voice himself leaves a little bit to be desired. Played by Stephen Fu, famous for his role as Iron Fist in Marvel Rivals, is a great voice actor in his own right. But as Raidou, he kinda sounds exactly the same as Joker, like so much so I thought it was the exact same voice actor until I looked it up. I'm not bashing Steven for this at all, I know it's a direction thing, and granted you only hear him speak a handful of times, but I still thought it was worth pointing out. And now for the main reason why I love the game so much, the story. It unravels in a way that absolutely hooks you. Many stories now just dump every single story beat on you in the first hour or so. But in Raidou Remastered, investigating this mystery just leads to layers and layers of intrigue. What at first just seems to be a missing persons case turns out to be an interdimensional threat that requires world governments to subdue, all with you at the center to enact Yatagarasu's will. Eventually, it goes on to tell a tale of tragedy and loss so much larger in scope than any other JRPG in the genre, let alone the time it was released. After finishing it, I still thought about the narrative themes much longer than I thought I would. When I first played it, I was hoping for just a fun little action game where you kill demons. While I did indeed get that, I was also left with an existential crisis in my view of the world and the people who claim to have our best interest in minds. Then again, not only did I feel like I saved the world by the end of the game, but I also felt I made a massive impact on the characters within it. The Raidou games do a fantastic job of setting up the world as a living and breathing place with individuals that deserve to be saved residing within it. I would fight for them even if I wasn't duty-bound by the Yatagarasu to do so. That's just how much I came to love each and every character I came across. Even the villains, Narumi, Takemi, Kaya and the Daidoji family, even the smaller characters like a rickshaw runner named Denpachi made me really care for each of their lives, and you get to see how much your actions have affected them positively. Raidou really is a hero. Some of the demons even ended up being really likable characters as well. One in particular stands out. There's a demon you meet that transforms into a human and enters the real world, all just to ride streetcars because, well, streetcars are fun. True. Then, once he's tired of riding the streetcars, he gives the streetcar pass to you, free of charge. What a nice guy. It isn't all sunshine and rainbows, however. At some points in the story, it really had me broken up in serious ways. The characters go through untold loss, both personally and as a citizen of the capital. This isn't a story where everyone and everything can be saved, but you do what you must to protect what you can. And that's where I'll stop for now. If you made it to this point in the video, what are you waiting for? Go buy Raidou Remastered. You won't regret it. If you have played it, let me know your thoughts on the remaster in the comments down below, and while you're down there, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Special thanks to Arctic Mirror, Kalos, Kerhos, Goose Kebab, Jem Morales, Just a Middleman, Masker2196, Matt M, Patty123, Paul Torrio, The Digital Dutchman, Video Gamer 75, and many more for supporting the channel on Patreon. If you'd like to support, check the link in the description below. Thanks for watching this initial thoughts on the Raidou Remaster, and I'll see you in the next Tony for You. Have a good one.